Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. For some of you, welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Aries for the month of June 2022. We are approaching a halfway mark in this year. So from the summer solstice, the events are going to pick up until the end of the year. Things are going to be rocking and rolling. So I hope everyone is ready, and do remember that this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that you do resonate with and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today. Dear Aries, in the past position we have the Seven of Wands clarified by the Tower card. In the challenging position, we have the Sun, clarified by the Ace of Swords. In the present position, we have the Three of Pentacles, clarified by the Hermit. And in the future outcome position, we have the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Very strong spread. You have a good amount of a major arcana card, which tells me, dear Aries, this month will be significant for you. And of course, May 30th is the new moon in Gemini, and this is going to be interesting because, you know, a lot of new beginnings are going to start for many people. So I hope that you are planting seeds, setting intentions, moving forward, because definitely the month of June is going to be a very busy month for you, dear Aries. But let's start from the beginning. In the first position, we have, in the past position, we have the Seven of Wands, which is definitely a card of being defensive. It's a card of standing on high ground, and defending your beliefs and defending what it is, you know, that matters to you. So in the past, you definitely worked very hard to get what you wanted, and you also worked very hard to protect yourself from, you know, the naysayers, from people that didn't see things the way you did. Definitely you had to persevere through something quite difficult, and you continued to maintain control even though things around you may have been crumbling, things around you may have been in a very chaotic state. You stood strong because you have a very strong character. You know what it is that you want. You know how to go after it as well. You're very determined, very courageous, very passionate, dear Aries, and that tells me that you're going to be successful no matter what, because you are smart enough and strong enough not to run away, but to stand your ground, to say, no, 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 this is mine, and I will protect it. I will protect my family or my friends or my relationships. I'll protect the situation that matters a lot to me, whatever it may be. You know, you stood your ground, and you were not intimidated easily, which is a really good characteristic to have in your personality, if you will. Now, in the challenging position, we do have the Sun, and even when it appears as an obstacle, it's still such a positive card that it tells me that the month of June, first of all, I need to explain to you that the worst is behind you. You were able to stand up to your fears, you were able to face your fears, you were able to overcome what only few people are able to overcome. And yes, you do have the Sun in the challenging position, but like I mentioned, it's still a very, very positive card. However, that does tell me that you may be feeling a little bit pessimistic in the month of June, like you may be feeling down a little bit, thinking that there's not a lot to look forward to, there's not a lot of, you know, hopefulness that can turn things around and make things optimistic again. But that is not so, dear Aries. There is a blind spot that you do have in the month of June, because we do have the Ace of Swords in the clarifying position. And so it tells me that you may be a little bit blinded to the truth of a situation. You may be blinded to some of the logical responses in a situation that can leave you feeling down, that can leave you feeling disappointed, and you know, feel maybe a lack of motivation, feeling drained, maybe tired consistently on a consistent basis. You do need to get some rest. You do need to switch your attention to something else so that your mind can focus on something else, and that will allow your heart much needed rest and healing as well. You want to seek out some clarity. You want to seek out some truth in the month of June so that you're able to move forward and progress and achieve your goals. When you have both of these strong cards, the Sun and the Ace of Swords in the challenging position, there may be something that you are afraid of when it comes to new beginnings. We learn from them, we grow from them so that we can move forward and increase our limitations, like increase our capacity, you know, to achieve more, you know, so that our limitations, our boundaries are pushed out even further, if you will. Now, in the present position, we do have the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of collaboration. Sometimes the Three of Pentacles could also mean that there is a bit of a promotion that is coming your way. Sometimes the Three of Pentacles means that security-wise, like financially wise, you know, you're going to do a lot better. And we know that because you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles in the future outcome position. So you're definitely experiencing improvement when it comes to your finances. But in the present position, we do have the Three of Pentacles, which tells me you're building something, you're working on something, you are putting in a lot of effort in order to create something that you wanted to create. We do have the Hermit, however, in the clarifying position. So it could mean that in this team, when you're collaborating with other people, you may feel a little bit alone. You may feel like you are putting in a lot of effort, and you may feel like you're the one who's bringing, you know, the light of wisdom to the situation. But definitely the Three of Pentacles is a good card. You do have three Pentacle cards in this spread, which tells me that you're going to be feeling very secure. Security is very much on its way. You're going to feel a lot better when it comes to the money that you have, when it comes to the resources that you have. It's going to be like stability is increasing for you. It's also building a strong foundation as well. The Eight of Pentacles is all about concentrating and working hard and paying attention to the details and really doing the groundwork, really focusing on working hard without supervision, without someone telling you what to do, because you are at that level where you're able to create something on your own and teach others, you know, how to create the same strong financial stability for themselves. You know, there's very much an improvement that you will experience towards the end of June. But also the divine here reminds you that you want to raise your standards. You want to remember that you've already mastered many different things. So now it's time to switch it up a little bit and step up a little bit and, you know, go for something more sophisticated, go for something more complex, you know, expand as well. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean, expansion doesn't necessarily mean spending more money. Expansion could mean expanding your ideas, expanding your relationships, expanding your world so that your perspective sees, you know, a wider view, if you will. But definitely do remember, dear Aries, that the worst is behind you, and that, you know, once you clear up this confusion in the month of June, you are going to be golden. Once you kind of do some work on the logic and on your rationale, maybe there's some gaps in how you are planning something to achieve. You know, maybe you need to be a little bit more detailed. You know, when you get the Ace of Swords, it could mean that someone around you is being deceiving towards you. Maybe they're deceiving you out of fear. Maybe they're not trying to kind of make money off of you. Maybe they're just kind of deceiving you out of fear, and don't want to really communicate very clearly, and as a result you may be not seeing something that is important to see, dear Aries. But let's see what we can clarify with the Shaman Dream Oracle card that I pulled, and we have Skywriting the Fates. It is written in the sky that you have a destiny, and you're being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds, nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It is just your path with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. In this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection. Not good or bad, neither in flow nor blot, this nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear, as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate. A choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now's the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of life, with all your heart and soul. Definitely what resonates with me in this particular card is the non-judgment. And for me personally, it was very difficult to train my mind to not judge, because when you want to save time, your mind immediately jumps to judgment. And I noticed that the more I train my mind not to judge, the better my life becomes. I've developed this unassuming approach where I do not assume something about someone else, even though I still am able to analytically look at another individual and kind of understand where they're coming from. But I try to move away from that, and I try to see people from a heart perspective rather than an analytical approach, because I've already mastered that. But the Skywriting card is here to remind you that non-judgment is very important, because it allows you to be much more flexible and much more adapting, and especially when it comes to change that you cannot make, right? You cannot sometimes change other people. So non-judgment helps in that regard, where you can just save time for yourself and accept people as they are, and then move forward. Also, non-judgment doesn't drain your energy as much, and it helps you kind of move faster in the journey of life, if you will. But let's see what we can clarify with the Angel Answer card deck that I pulled. The card is ask for help from others. Definitely reach out to other people and ask questions. Also feel free to delegate some of the things that you normally would do yourself, but it's important to reach out to others, as you are a part of a collective. And so when you allow others to help you, it kind of brings the collective to a higher level of consciousness. When you reach out and kind of accept help from other people, it actually makes you better as well as others better, because we are supposed to be working together. We're not supposed to be living on a desert island all by ourselves. So definitely, if you are living on a desert island all by yourself, I don't know how you'd be watching this video, but I definitely suggest reaching out to people around you, because when you connect with other people, it helps your spirit, and it helps their spirit as well. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Aries. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.